If there was a single shot that you went into the doctors and you took it, and then from that point on, for the rest of your life, you never dealt with acne again, would you take it? That is exactly what they are working on right now. They are making an acne vaccine. And I actually made a video about this a couple months ago, telling you basically what they were up to and how far they've gotten. But there's an update because there is a second company now working on a different acne vaccine, and things are heating up. So I wanted to give you an update about exactly where everything lies and how far this is away from being a reality. Okay, so the first research team that I talked about in the last video was led by Dr. Chin Ming Huan, and he works at UCSD. They're working on an acne vaccine that actually creates antibodies that fight a toxin called CAMP that they believe causes acne. Now they're still working on this, but they haven't released any updates since that first video. But excitingly, we have this new one to talk about from a completely different team, and the implications are pretty massive. So let's get into this. So this news is brand new. They just announced it in December of 2021, and it's an Austrian private company called Sanofi, and they're working on an mRNA acne vaccine. So they actually recently purchased another company called Translate Bio so that they could acquire its mRNA platform and technology, and now they're purchasing another company called Origin Biotech to acquire the work that company has already done so far on their acne vaccine. Now they're calling this first vaccine candidate ORI-001, and they're taking it to phase 1 and 2 trials starting in 2023. So this is happening pretty quick. On top of this, they're also developing additional versions of mRNA vaccines so that they can test it. Really, this tells me that they are motivated to find one that works best as quickly as possible. Now, like I said, the technology behind this vaccine is different than the first team. The way that this acne vaccine is going to work is by targeting the actual bacteria called C. acnes, which is a slow-growing bacteria that is linked to causing acne. The vaccine will control the growth of that bacteria to stop it from damaging the skin. So let's back up a second. The original acne vaccine that's being worked on at UCSD is going to work differently. That one is going to create antibodies that will eliminate a toxin that is released by this bacteria, C. acnes bacterium, whereas this second vaccine that we're talking about right now is going to be directly targeting the C. acnes bacterium itself and getting rid of the bacteria instead of getting rid of the toxin that the bacteria releases, if that all makes sense. It's an important difference because they will be working in two completely different ways. This is what Thomas Triumph, the global head of Sanofi, had to say in a statement recently. The acquisition of Origin further broadens our vaccine's R&D pipeline with a first vaccine candidate against acne, a high medical need for millions of teenagers and adults. Okay, so now you know what company is working on which vaccine, how they differ, and where they are in their timelines. This is really important. I want to talk about why this matters so much. This is freaking huge. So Sanofi, the company I'm talking about that's making this second vaccine, is spending $3.2 billion to buy Translate Biotech. That means that they're spending over $3 billion to be able to bring this acne vaccine to reality because they realize how much money is in the acne industry and how they can disrupt a whole billion or trillion dollar industry. Because really think about it, nobody's going to be needing any sort of skincare products or acne healing products if they can just go get a vaccine when they're 5 years old and never. Basically, this could make it so that acne is a thing of the past, just like how we have polio vaccines, where people are talking about polio and the Black Plague in the past tense. I don't know if that's like blowing your mind, but that's blowing my mind. That one day I could be an old guy and my grandkid could be like, "Oh yeah, Grandpa, like, acne, huh?" And I'm like, "No, you little twerp, like we actually had to deal with this." And he's just like, "Ah, yeah, okay, old guy." I don't know why my kid is talking like an old person. You whippersnapper? Grandpa, you're such a whippersnapper. So obviously, they're putting tons of money into this, which they would not do if they didn't believe it could actually work, right? People don't just burn money for no reason. The UCSD, the first team, has already seen some success in animal tests and in skin sample tests, and that started in 2018, which is 4 years ago. So I imagine they've made a lot more progress by now, and I'm also imagining that they are going to release more updates about this later this year, I would assume. We have two major teams with major league scientists on the team who are competing basically in this race to create the first acne vaccine that could disrupt a multi-trillion-dollar industry. This means that they are going to be working really hard to make progress as quick as possible. All right, obviously I'm very hyped up about this. This is just exciting information. This is exciting science, and I feel like nobody is talking about it. Nobody cares, but I want you guys to care. I want to bring it to you guys so that you know what's going on. Now, I don't know whether I would take it or not, but either way, I'm going to keep you guys up to date on this because it is very interesting. And what I want to know right now is, would you take the acne vaccine if it meant that you would never have to deal with acne again and they had proven that there was going to be no side effects? I want to know in the comments right now. True to my word, I'm bringing you this second update on this because I've been staying on top of the releases. I will continue to bring updates. So if you aren't following me already here on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Follow me on Instagram as well because I'll be posting smaller updates as they come on there. And in the meantime, if you are someone who's watching this video because you have acne right now and you don't have time to wait for this acne vaccine that could take 3 or 4 or 5 more years before it even becomes available, you should absolutely check out my acne program. It is called The Acne Method, the one and only. And this program is something that I worked on for over 2 years. I compiled all the science out there so that you don't have to read all that boring crap, but you can get all of the important information on how you can eliminate your acne, find the sources of your individual acne, because we all know that acne is different for everyone and the reasons you have it is different. And so it's important for you to have a personalized plan on how you can get rid of it. I've already put hundreds of people through this. If you go on the website, theacnemethod.com, you can see a couple people's before and afters. You can also see a video testimonial from one of the best transformations that I've seen so far from this method. You should check it out. It's absolutely life-changing. It's theacnemethod.com. It starts at $10. Go check it out. I swear you will be very, very happy that you did, because acne is going to be something of the past for you. All right, and with that, it wraps it up. If you enjoyed this video, if you want more updates like this, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think about the acne vaccine in the comments below, and subscribe if you are not subscribed already. Remember, you are not alone. You are beautiful, and you're part of Team Acne. I'll see you, skin bosses, in the very next video.